He said he sees things there all the time and hears things all the time, especially in the basement, especially when they're closing.
He sees things, hears things, feels things.
Tonight on Ghost Tourist. Hi, this is Scott.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're Ghost Tourists.
When we travel, we visit haunted locations.
So we can tell you if they're spooky or dooky.
The great part about tonight was that we actually went into the Merchant Café, which is the oldest pub in Seattle.
Yes.
We're super old.
And it's super haunted.
And we had no idea it was haunted until we got in there. We thought, oh, this place looks like it could be haunted. And we asked one of the waiters, and he says, oh yeah, it's very haunted.
They actually have stories about the hauntings on their website, so they take them seriously and promote them.
And they're not afraid to talk about it, which is wonderful.
Yes.
So we're at Merchant's Bar, Pioneer Square at Seattle, and we swear it's haunted.
But the waiter's really busy. He's the only one here, so we haven't asked him.
So he's right there eating his lunch.
So one of the stories is about a picture on the wall that the new owner got a picture from the old owner of this woman who used to work in the brothel upstairs. It's always a brothel.
Mm-hmm.
And the new owner thought, I'm going to use this picture of this woman, this prostitute, this hooker.
They're called sex workers.
I'm going to use it as a logo for the restaurant. And took a picture of the picture to use as the logo, but there were things in the picture that she took that weren't in the original picture. So like she could see behind the lady of the evening a vanity and a lamp and a ladder and a couch, and none of those things were in the original picture.
Oh, really?
So they think those are ghost furniture from the past.
What? Really? So is that a thing?
I've never heard of that before.
Me neither.
Another story is about an old man who came into the bar and handed a doll to the bartender and asked the bartender if they could put it behind the bar. Mm-hmm. And the bartender's like, you want me to hold this for you? And he's, no, it's for the little girl downstairs, the ghost. So the bartender said, do you want me to take it downstairs? And the guy said, no, she'll be coming up to get it.
That's creepy.
So he took the doll and set it down behind the bar, and then he looked back up, and the man was gone.
Oh.
And that doll has been sitting there behind the bar untouched ever since.
And the girl has never come to get it.
So
that's a good one.
One of the stories from the Merchant Cafe is about Otto, who was a manager at the bar in the early 1900s, and his ghost is still there. They say he tugs the shirts of people who are working behind the bar. He's knocked pictures off the wall.
And then they disappear.
Previous owners of the Merchant Cafe say that Otto really guards the safe.
Okay.
And so don't put anything on top of the safe that you don't want broken.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that connects, but the new owner said, I'm going to put a wine rack up there. So, like you do. Uh-huh. And then one morning, workers came in and found every single wine bottle was smashed on the floor. Oh. So the owner, she replaced the wine.
Okay.
And then also put a shot of whiskey on top of the safe for Otto. And then this is a quote. And since I was wearing a skirt, I showed him my butt. We have not had a problem since.
So, audience, remember, if you ever go into Merchant's Cafe, please show your butt and you will have no problems.
Just flash your ass and you'll be fine.
Flash your ass and you'll be fine.
And in the basement, there are these areas, like where the bar is all locked up with gates, like metal.
Looks like an old prison.
Looks like an old prison, yeah. It's got bars to keep people from going in and taking stuff. So they lock that every night, but oftentimes when they come in and unlock it in the morning, everything that was on the bar when they left is now on the floor. So even though nobody could physically go in there, something has moved all the stuff off the bar.
It's pretty cool.
There's supposedly a little girl and a boy, the ghost of a little girl and a boy who died in a fire in 1938 down in the basement. That may be the girl that the doll was for.
Yeah, and the basement feels really creepy. You can feel a lot of energy there. Yes, definitely. I think you get a drink and you bring it here.
Yeah, people see shadowy figures lurking down there. And a lot of people have seen a female ghost near the downstairs restroom. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves the restrooms when they're dead. People see doors opening and closing. I've heard a woman's voice whispering into ears. There's a ghost who moves things around and turns bathroom faucets on and off.
Anybody here? I'm here to say hi. I don't want to disrespect your place. It's like many fun times for people.
We talked to the bartender there.
And he says that the place is very haunted and that something happens almost every day. Really? What do you see?
So where those people are sitting right now, I saw
Okay.
a ghost sitting there one night, and he had like a hat on. His face was kind of missing in some
Oh,
parts.
stop with that.
I promise.
He pointed in the corner where he saw a person with a half face, a ghost
Oh, yeah.
there,
Yeah,
That's
and a
the
hat.
and a hat.
But a few years later, I saw our Dead Files episode that we were on, and
Dead
the
File.
medium had a rendering drawn of one of the ghosts that we saw. Is the same person.
Oh.
Does it freak you out, or you're cool with it?
I'm cool with it. She said he was nice. You know, like
They don't bother you?
no, I always talk to him when I come in.
Of course, you say hi.
This
make
is what
sure.
I'm gonna do today. Let's make some money together.
Is it more active like when there's no patrons, when you guys are closing up
when
and
there's-
opening
yeah,
up?
when it's really quiet in here, that's when they're the most active.
So you hear things or what do you?
Hear things, see things, feel things.
Oh, stop.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Have you been downstairs yet?
Yes, and mostly down there?
Oh yeah, mostly down there.
So we're just leaving Merchant's Cafe.
Yes, and we talked to the waiter. He said he sees things there all the time and hears things all the time, especially in the basement, especially when they're closing.
He sees things, hears things, feels things.
Touches face.
And he will talk to them when he gets there first thing in the morning. And he also said he wasn't scared because they're nice. They're not mean. So on the spooky scale, we give Merchant Cafe 3 out of 5 ghosts.